Good evening. This side Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multinational headquartered group based out Singapore and 100% profitable. So before I commence today Facebook Connect, I would like to give you a good news that our OTT platform, which is over the top, is moving towards 170 videos. And God willing, we would be able to reach the target of near about 500 plus videos by December 22. Also, our OTT platform, TRFX Academy, is planning to launch Hindi videos probably in the month of May. So as we speak, the complete 160 plus videos are in English. But from the month of May, we would be starting shooting in Hindi also. And we are completely in line with our statement that sooner or later, we would be challenging Amazon and Netflix. You know, prediction is the most difficult thing you have to do. Because no one in the world wanted to do research. No one in the world wanted to do research. Research is very painful job. You need to collate the data. You need to study the data. You need to analyze the data, and then you need to, project. And this is the reason why majority of the research in the world is nothing but the copy paste. I have noticed this because as an ex-corporate treasurer and now running my own fund, I'm getting multiple research reports from the bank. And more or less, the kind of feeling which I'm getting is that the research is more or less intact. Nothing different at all. Hardly plus minus 5%. When the Future Group signed the deal with the Reliance Retail, I was in the public domain and I was clearly speaking that, this deal will not go through. But thanks to the Indian media, who was always like Reliance would be winning the Future Group. But anyways, I was simply listening, so no comments. Yesterday, Reliance said no to Future Group. And today, the same corrupt and sold media has started saying, what is the future of Future Group? Girgit and Indian media are not same, I have to say, because at least Girgit is known for changing colors. I know I can use chameleon as an English word for Girgit, but I'm deliberately using Girgit. Girgit is known of changing colors, but Indian media can change color. Probably Girgit is ashamed of. And today there is another example. Like 2 months ago, 2 months ago, when Indian market was up, the same Girgit media used to say there is no impact of Russia-Ukraine war on India. Today, the same media started saying that there is an impact of Ukraine-Russia war on the Indian market. What kind of person you are up to? That's a brilliant point. Anyways, today I got the data, and this data is from the Money Control website. You know that nowadays I have changed the habit, and the habit is as and when I'm getting the data, I take a printout of that, I studied it, and then I make a video on that. Future Group is currently having a dues of near about 28,900 crores. You heard me very right. 28,900 crores. This is the data which I got it from Money Control website, and you can clearly see the figure of 28,900 crore. This is the dues of Future Group. Insolvency and bankruptcy code in India, you know how successful it is. Even the parliamentary committee has said that there are significant changes required in the insolvency and bankruptcy code. The minimum haircut insolvency and bankruptcy code currently having is around 80%, which means if I go with the same haircut, then 80% of near about 29,000 crore would be phased out. And who would be losing this? Either it would be financial creditors, which may be bank, financial institution, could be private equity firms, or the operational creditors, who are nothing but the vendors. Either of that would have to lose, or probably both would be losing. But since Future Group is in a deep mess, the chances of recovery is very, very limited. Now, let me study this thing for you. Future Group lenders plans to drag other group companies to the bankruptcy court, which is NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, seeks maximum debt recovery. That is the dream. Creditors of the debt-laden Future Group are considering clubbing all the group company under the bankruptcy process after Reliance Industries Limited called off a deal to acquire the Kishore Bayani company. Multiple banker and the legal experts told Money Control on Monday that the group insolvency process could be the best way forward for banks to maximize debt recovery. You would be surprised to know that lenders of the group include Bank of India, Union Bank of India, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, and IDBI Bank, among others. The lenders have together lent more than 28,000 crores to bank. One thing which I fail to understand till now, why always public sector bank lend to such companies whose business models are subject to fail? I have seen enough instances whereby the companies failed and the public sector banks lended them a huge amount of money. Now, in this case also, we have Bank of India, Union Bank of India, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, IDBI, among others, and the total lended more than 28,000 crores to the group. You would be surprised to know that Bank of India on 14th April filed insolvency proceedings against Future Retail for non-payment of dues. Future Retail owned banks near about 5,400 crores as of 31st March. Future Retail lost around 4,500 crores in the last 4 quarters. 4,500 crores. My biggest question is, where were the credit rating agencies? Where were the Reserve Bank of India? Where were the banks? Where were the media? Why they were not informed that this group may end up in a trouble? Why they were not informed? This is yet again an evidence that these regulatory institutions, which includes Reserve Bank of India, other regulators, the credit rating agencies, and the so-called corrupt media, they never inform the investor. See this. I do not have the data of the non-convertible debentures being raised by the Future Group companies but I'm sure that the data would be with me very soon as I am searching the internet. Now this raises multiple concerns and I have the evidence. Today I have taken multiple printouts. You know that. Now I'm doing a lot of research nowadays, and every time I busy myself in doing the research, and eventually the videos will come on the YouTube and the social media. This is Urban Company. Urban Company lost 250 crores in financial year 21. 250 crores. This is Udaan. Udaan lost 2,482 crores. If I add financial year 20, it is around 5,000 crores. So only in 2 years, which is financial year 20 and 21, this company lost 5,000 crores. This is Blinkit. Blinkit lost 557 crores in financial year 21. If I include financial year 20, near about 1,450 crores. This is the other company. These all are the evidences that the e-commerce business in India is running on shambles. Now, whether this is a startup or whether this is the established company. The situation of Paytm, Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal is not different. They all are loss-making company. For Amazon, I can understand because Amazon parent is a cash-rich company. Their share price is $3,600, which is more than 2,20,000 rupees per share. They earn in dollars and spend in rupees. So that I can understand. That I have no problem in understanding Amazon. So Amazon currently is an outlier, odd man out, because Amazon is in a situation where my Amazon can fight even for a longer period of time, probably even for 10 years, maybe more than 10 years. But what about the other e-commerce player? What about Reliance Retail? Because the brick and mortar e-commerce is falling. Of course, I am collating the data. In financial year 21 itself, many e-commerce players who hold brick and mortar business collapsed, completely collapsed. Guys, this Future Group is not a different thing. Future Group is a live example of the fact that once you grow substantially higher and once you take a substantial debt in the books, then you are bound to lose. I will again repeat, the lenders like Bank of India, Union Bank of India, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, IDBI Bank, among others, they have lended more than 28,000 crores to that company. And now this whole 28,000 crore is more or less a non-performing asset. Because common sense is that the company is extensively losing. Now, check this. Now the companies will most likely to be dragged in the insolvency court. Potential suitors, that could also include Reliance, will have to rework the asset size of the company and submit the fresh bids. Depending on the size of the new bids, bank will reassess their haircuts and the debt recovery potential. Sanjeev Bhasin, Director of IIFL Securities. Look like Sanjeev Bhasin is not aware that in insolvency proceeding, the history is of 80% haircut. Guys, to conclude the story today, like I warned people about the Future Group, now I am warning you all once again, which is the e-commerce business model in India, which includes the 10-minute delivery model, which includes the companies like Future Group, which includes the name I mentioned. This is not a sustainable business model, because sustainable business model is which is in profit. And this business model is an extensive cash guzzling business model. Because of this extensive cash guzzling nature, this business model cannot be profitable even after many years. We have seen Blinkit sold to Zomato. We have seen many e-commerce startups winded up, and now the Future Group. And we know that Russia-Ukraine war is going on. Supply side is already a constraint. So I request the investor, please stay away from the e-commerce industry, because sooner or later such kind of news would be on the cards, and complete collapse is very, very near. So one has to be very, very careful. This is what I would like to say. To conclude, the e-commerce industry is not sustainable in India because of multiple facts. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting Group. You knew my personal number 9899242978. I repeat, 9899242978. Have a great time ahead. Thank you.